to Romania Black's update video for October 2024. The witching hour is upon us. And October, November, and December are three of my favorite months of the year. Fall is, in fact, one of my favorite, if not the favorite season of the year. So obviously on the channel, I get a little excited. And we have a lot to talk about in this update video, so I hope you all are excited. But we're going to be talking about the schedule. We're going to be talking about extras. We're going to be talking about, hopefully, things to update on the channel. We've got a lot to talk about, and I have a schedule to go through. Let's get started, shall we? First of all, I want to give you all a very quick update. I have been recording ahead, and I am very excited for what's coming your way this October. I'm so excited for the reactions, the shows. We'll talk about the schedule. But towards the end of the reactions for October, you will probably note me talking about something that I've struggled with, and that is that currently I am on day 20 of my internet being out. Now, luckily, this will not affect the week-to-week schedule because I've luckily started recording ahead since summer. Thank goodness that happened because it was the biggest lifesaver. But over the last few weeks, I have had, fortunately, several patrons be super kind and considerate and giving me the reactions to give you all in the video files. So real quick, in the comments down below, make sure you give thanks. But I want to give thanks to Edgar, to Reiki, and to Anthony. Those three individuals through Patreon have allowed me to get access to the main shows on the channel for me to record for you all to watch. And without them, I wouldn't be able to have those shows up week to week. So please give them a shout out. You all will probably hear their names come towards the end of October in the reaction videos, but let's give them a shout out here because without them, wouldn't be able to keep up with the shows this fall. So with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about the schedule. And given the board that I have here, we might need to, I don't know if the black and white's going to work for the orange color scheme. So let's dive that color back. So we've got the lovely month of October. I am super excited about this schedule. I hope you all are as well. But on Mondays, we are on Scum Villain, Self-Saving System, the Donmai, Volume 3, and it has been a roller coaster of emotions. I'm having so much fun with it. Honestly, some of my favorite reactions from this series are this month, so I hope you're ready. But that's going to be on Mondays. Tuesdays are going to be special because we will have Natsume's Book of Friends Season 3. I will also be doing manga reactions and reviews as well as within those episodes this month, so I hope you're excited. And then hopefully my Trigun Maximum volume will be coming mid-October, and I will be doing reactions to that alongside the other reactions that are already on the channel. So Tuesdays are going to be a pretty fun time. Then on Wednesdays, we have the Apothecary Diaries. Like I said, I'm super excited for the reactions this month, and the Apothecary Diaries, oh, it's juicy, y'all. It's juicy! And I hope you all are excited for what's to come with those. Thursdays are going to be March Comes In Like a Lion. We're working on Season 2, and this show doesn't miss. If y'all aren't watching March Comes In Like a Lion, you need to be, because it is an emotional, cathartic moment, and it's amazing, and I love every single episode so much. Then we are going to be doing something a little bit different in October. On Fridays, we're going to have Bloomin' to You at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time like we normally do, but we only have 2 on Patreon, technically 3 weeks of Link Click left, the live action series. Let me tell you, these last 3 weeks are going to be insane and amazing. But on YouTube as well as Patreon, the last 2 sets of episodes, the last 2 weeks will be on Fridays instead of Saturday. So we're going to move that over because on Saturdays, we will be having the Berserk manga. This will be kind of the last month for Berserk, if you can believe that. I think we might go into the first week of November perhaps, but there's a lot of emotions going on with that series, and that's all I'm gonna say. But on Saturday mornings, hopefully, if the internet works out and I can get the files, I'm going to be watching Uzumaki on Saturdays, and the black and white filter may be coming back for those reactions, but I am super excited. Just to forewarn you all, I don't like scary movies. I'm easily scared, and so taking on Uzumaki is a challenge that I am accepting, but understand I'm probably going to be scared shitless. So I hope y'all are ready to see that. but it should be a good time. But hopefully that will be Saturdays as well. And then Sundays, also a new show. We're going to be doing Revolutionary Girl Utena as always. Oh my God, that series is giving. I am having so much fun with it. So many good discussions with it. At least to me, they're really great discussions. And then we're also going to be back to Blue Lock, baby! Season 2 of Blue Lock is here. Oh my God, I'm so ready. I have all the blue Kool-Aid ready to go. I have my packs. I'm going to be so excited. But hopefully on Saturdays, or on Sundays rather. On Saturdays, I'll be watching hopefully the episodes of Blue Lock, and then on Sundays, they'll be coming out the very following day on Patreon and the week after on YouTube. So if you are a YouTube person and you want to see Blue Lock reactions the same weekend that they happen in real time, get over on Patreon. Worst case scenario, if my internet is not fixed by the time Blue Lock starts, I will probably move this date from Sunday to Monday or Tuesday, but still, you all on Patreon will get access a week before everybody else. So, super excited about that. These shows up here, I've already got ready to go, which is exciting. Uzumaki and Blue Lock, I'm sure I will be able to do. It's just going to be a matter of the internet access, but I'm hopeful that I'm going to be able to have access to them. And then also right now on Patreon, there is a poll coming out this week for the movie of the month. Patrons have gave me tons of suggestions, which were really super awesome. I narrowed it down to the top 6, I believe, that I thought were the spookiest. And so we're going to be voting for our spooky movie for the month for me to watch, and that's super excited. I also have, because a lot of people have asked about it, it's not on YouTube, but on Patreon, I do have a Perfect Blue reaction. If you're on the Discord, you can ask about it, but also if you're on Patreon, you can message me if you're a patron, and I'll send you a link to that one as well, because it's the right time of month, right? And then finally, also Seraph of the End. We are going to be catching up slowly with that manga. God, it's been forever. It's been like a year since I've read Seraph of the End, but I'm finally going to be doing some catch up with that series manga-wise this month. And then hopefully, if we have access to, there's a couple of other series I would love to get into this month as far as extras go. If the Haikyuu movie comes to streaming, I would love to watch that. If the Given movie comes to streaming, I would love to watch that. I'm currently waiting to see if the chapters for Twittering Birds Never Fly, as well as Given, are updated. I would love to do some of those. And then there were talk of being like we did last year, there would be Hanako-kun after school. I would love to react to that as well. My internet is the biggest concern as far as that goes right now, so we'll just have to wait and see. But if those things become available for me to look at this month, then just keep your eyes out. There may be extras as far as those go. I have so much planned on the channel, and I'm so excited to see what all we have. But speaking of the channel, I want to do some housekeeping stuff with you all and ask you all for suggestions as well. I've been asking the moderators and people on Discord of just some random ideas because I'm entering my 4th year into the channel and I want to make some updates, and I will let you all know that as a Taurus, change is hard for me, especially when I get set in my ways, and I'm kind of a perfectionist. So to go outside my comfort zone and try new things is a big task for me, especially because this channel is on top of the things I do day to day with my work and life and everything like that. But I do have a couple things. One, to let you all know, I am not increasing iOS Apple fees on Patreon. There's been an iOS Apple fee increase, and so as patrons, our job was to either choose whether we increase fees for Apple users or we take a cut as far as the Apple fees go. I don't think it's fair to you all who are supporting me with your hard-earned money to make you pay more just so that I break even. You all are giving your time and money to me, which I super appreciate. So I'm not increasing iOS Apple fees. You will get the same rate as everyone else, regardless of what service you provide. I just will take a cut. And that's just how it is. If you don't want me to take a cut, then you can obviously pay through a different mean than Apple iOS and not support Apple iOS. But if that's your only means of payment, I'm not going to punish you for supporting me. So just want to put that out there so you all know, so it's out there. Also, I've been talking with my moderators who I want to thank insanely. Be Happy and Floor. I have really wanted to grow the channel, but also stay true to myself and who I am as a reactor. And I've had some hard, coming to terms with who I am as a reactor in comparison with other reactors on the internet. There's a lot of content creators online right now that are currently struggling. I'm not struggling. I'm doing fine. I just am somebody that likes to grow as a person. And I've seen a little bit of stagnation on the channel, and it's not necessarily anyone's fault. It's the algorithm. I don't do things like the trendy reactors that do like the 10-minute reviews or clickbaity titles or things like that. So I just want to stay true to myself, but I also am someone who is ambitious and wants to grow. And so I want to thank Floor and Be Happy for not only letting me vent to them and for them being pseudo therapists sometimes it feels, but also for being amazing human beings and helping to not only offer ideas and suggestions, but just being wonderful. If you all know them on the Discord, you know Be Happy and Floor are amazing people. You all are beautiful human beings, so thank you so much. But here's some possible ideas that I have for helping to grow the channel. So we are still going to be we're not going to be doing the bracket nominations for Husbando and Waifus this year as we have the last 3 years. Instead, I want to kind of do in the spring of 2025, like an Academy Awards of Husbando and Waifus and anime characters, kind of like the Crunchyroll Awards, just maybe less biased. And so I will definitely be taking suggestions and nominations. I think this month I'll send out a little form saying like what type of categories would you like to see in the awards ceremony, and then we'll kind of go through there. So the fall months we'll be planning that, which I'm super excited. If you're a patron, you'll get to have first part and involvement in that, which will be super awesome. Also, I've had the suggestion of possibly doing like commission slots for my Patreon. So for example, if you had like an OVA or an audio drama or a one-shot manga volume or a one-shot OVA or a music video or something you would like me, or an episode of an anime you'd like me to watch, I could do commission slots for that. Now, obviously, it would be like maybe 2 to 4 slots per month, and that would be some of my extras that I would do instead, and you all could commission that. I'm going to be putting that up to you all in the comments down below. I don't know what those should be worth. I don't think any reaction should be more than $10. I think that's asking a lot. But that would probably be the maximum. I'm curious to know, what would you pay for a commission slot? What would you do for that? It's one of those supply and demands. If you had 4 slots a month that people could choose from to have me watch whatever they wanted, what would that be? So I'm very curious to know. It could be a movie. It could be anything, really. The only thing I would kind of be curious about is if you did have me watch like an episode of a show, it would just be one episode. And knowing me, I'd be really sad because I'd probably get hooked to it. But it could be, you never know. I'm curious to know your thoughts about that down below, as well as other suggestions you have for the channel. Obviously, I won't be able to take on every suggestion people have because, you know, that could be crazy, but I'm very curious to know, what do you think could happen to make the channel better? Or if you think the channel's fine as it is, comment about that as well. I'm up for any possible options, but I love Halloween. I love October. I'm so excited for what's to come, but thank you all so much for your kindness, for your support. It has meant a lot to me. And as always, each and every month, I'm excited to talk to you all and go back to getting things ready for fall. Now, I know I talked about one more live stream. Obviously, unfortunately, the live stream is going to have to be put on hold because my internet is down, so I can't do live streaming right now. Sad days, but I have not forgotten about that. Hopefully, if I get my internet back up or switch providers, which is what I'm about to do, then later this fall and maybe into December, we can talk about that. And I'll be off for some days, so that might be a better option anyway. But with that being said, I'm so curious to hear your thoughts down below. Thank you all so much for the kind words and the comments, and I hope you enjoy the reactions for October. Let's get it on, y'all! Happy fall, and I'll talk to you again soon with more reactions. Bye!